Hey, yo, what is up, stream? How we doing, babies? How we doing, guys? How we doing? Oh, good, my pimples on this side. You'll still see it sometimes, but for the majority, you know. Yeah, I hope everybody's having a good night, guys. Welcome to the stream. For anybody new tuning in, I was gonna say topping in. I meant tuning. I'm on one. Fuck it, I'm on one. Yeah, I said I'm on one. Fuck it, I'm on one. A strong one. 2 white cups and I got that drink. It could be purple, it could be pink. Depending on how you mix that shit. Money to be gotten, I'ma get that shit. Cause I'm on one. We're downloading the game right now. Updating the game right now. It's some bullshit, you know? Some bullshit. How do I see my watch later?
There's someone robbing the bank at Wells Fargo.
Number one was your emergency.
I got a guy ran over to me at Kohl's at 120th in Colorado. Says someone robbing the bank at Wells Fargo. Right here. Right by the Grease Monkey on 120th in Colorado.
Okay, hold on. So
he's freaking out. I'm not sure. He's just screaming, saying, "They're robbing the bank. They're robbing the bank. Call 911." I'm like, what?
Okay.
So I guess.
I almost wonder. Hold on one second. Yeah. Okay. Give me 1 second. So he just ran over. He didn't say what they were doing. He just ran over to. Is he still with you guys?
He just said they're robbing the bank.
Okay.
And he's over here. People are.
No, I got to figure.
No idea.
So the Wells Fargo at 120th in Colorado, correct?
He says they're yelling, "Don't go in the bank."
Okay.
He's freaking out. There's something wrong.
Where are you at?
I'm in front of Kohl's.
Okay.
In the parking lot.
Officers, continue to give information. Otherwise, I'm going to terminate.
Alright, big boys pull up.
Passing Rosemary, eastbound on 88th. Speeds are 85, traffic is light.
Go by Commerce City, please. I've got county with me. $212 and $312 are coming to the area, 88 in Colorado as well.
He just wrecked out at Highway 2 and 88th. Highway 2 and 88th.
This is yours.
Hey!
Oh shit, immediate shots.
Shots fired! Shots fired! 111, shots fired! Shots fired!
Right off the back, bro.
111, shots fired! Shots fired! He's got a shotgun!
I want to see who he's shooting at, though.
Get down! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Get on the ground! 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 Get your hands out! Get your hands out! I don't see another person in the car.
Don't fucking move! Hands out in front of you now! Moving in the front, moving in the front.
I think that's the airbag.
No, he's moving, he's moving. You in the car! Put your hands up!
Put your hands up, you in the car! Police are under arrest!
Stage medical in the area.
Watch him!
Oh shit. Oh shit.
We got one down on the ground, one in the car still.
111, we got one in the car that's not responding to commands. Shotgun is still in the car.
I'll shoot you!
Get down!
This dude, they let this dude get up?
Get him, go, go, go. 111, we got the driver crossing the roadway wearing a white jacket, black jeans now. He's the one who had the shotgun. Hey, we need to get the driver over there! Joe! Get the driver, he's running! Get the driver, he's running! .111, this male may be attempting to carjack another car. Get your hands up! Get your hands up, you in the car!
He's still going? How did they just let him get away like this, though, to be honest? I get they're probably going to get him. He said my arms are broken. Oh, this is the other view. Okay.
Get on the ground! 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 Police, get on the ground! Do it now! Get your hands up! Get your hands out like an airplane! Get your hands out! Get your hands out!
Move, hands out in front of you now!
Put your hands out!
Moving in the front,
Moving in the front! You in the car, put your hands up! You in the car, put your hands up! Put your hands up! He's reaching for something. Put your hands up, you in the car! Police are under arrest! Police are under arrest! One in the car still. Get on the ground! Get on the ground! We got one in the car that's not responding to your band. Shotgun's still in the car. No! Dave! Hey!
Shot at 12 on 1
Let County know he's running eastbound across the railroad tracks on the highway too. I think he's armed, I don't know. It's a white shirt.
Sheesh. Sheesh. Okay. All right, chat. I just wanted to watch that one video. We're going to go ahead and get right into it, you know. We're going to go ahead and get right into it. Trust issues. What game am I looking for? I'm looking for this.
Check me out, coming live from the motherfucking north side. Kick game, running real good, but never ever had my bitches sitting courtside. Same nigga that you knew way back when. You acting like it's somebody you don't know. Tell me how the fuck we supposed to stay friends when you got a bunch of feelings that you don't show. I could tell certain people don't like me no more. New shit don't excite me no more. Guess that they don't really make them like me no more. You could look me in my eyes and see I ain't myself. Got what I create. Myself, but still let them all leave them cell phones on the table where we see them. I'm all day with it, man. AM to the PM. Niggas hating. I just wish that they would say it when they see them all. That's that shit that drives me crazy. And it's all that I've been getting lately. And it's probably why I'm scared to put the time in. Women wanna fuck like they're me and I'm them. Looking for some things and I think that I can find them in you. Oh, trust issues. Oh, trust shoes. Oh, oh, trust issues. Oh, oh,
Okay. Okay. Yeah, my COD game's loading up right now, guys. So we gotta do what we gotta do. Yo, Mandrel, what is good, brother? What is good, my guy? Appreciate that alert. Mandrel, I gotta. You're like really the one person I go to Twitch for. Second person. I go to it for Aberrant. And sometimes Zaffy. But I honestly have not been on fucking Twitch all week. I gotta like look. I gotta see who's live. Need some different vibes.
life's so crazy. It's not one thing, it's another. It's like in life, these problems never end. That's why these drinks I pour will never end. And everything I smoke will never end.
Let's go.
With the right moves, they take this win.
Yeah, you don't go too. Yeah, you don't want to go too far. Look at her! Thank you for the lurk. I see you playing Apex, bub. I see you playing some Apex. You be getting down. Got Locust tabbed up. DK, are you live? No. You said I got enough fucking Spitfire kills. I'm good. Fuck, it's only my second.
I'm Jumpmaster. I'll take it from here.
God, is that baiting?
You know the difference between me and a shotgun?
Hell yeah.
You know what I look like. Come fuck.
It's so weird. I just want to land somewhere that isn't fucking fragment. It's so weird, man.
Come find me.
That's a contested drop sometime. I don't give a fuck, bro. We've been dying on drop every game, bro. I would give you a little less action right now. Might do us some good.
Let me see if Harlan's on.
It's like in life, these problems never end. That's why these drinks I pour will never end. And everything I smoke will never end. I pray tonight will never end.
Hola, can I help you?
Apex?
Apex.
COD's updating. You could say no, bro.
I'm thinking about it.
Time for experimentation, evaluation.
What are you doing?
A wee cup of tea.
You hear this man, chat? Potts, this man's laying in his bed. Tell this man to get the fuck on. What's up, Potts? What's up, Potts? Then go to sleep, bro.
No, because if I go to sleep now, I'm not gonna wake up in the morning.
What?
If I go to sleep now.
Wouldn't you like wake up early?
There's a thin line between life and death.
What? Nah, bro, you gotta stay up all night. Alright, well, I'll be on here for a little bit. Alright, look. Let me relinquish this shit. Because I don't need it. Yeah, my COD's updating right now, Pots. Fucking L.
Hold on to your guilt, darlings.
Yeah, I'm lagging because my shit's updating.
Fire and grenade.
inside the ring. Good faith.
Here's a pick-me-up, pals. Tango near me. Bomb bullets are shooting at me. I broke an enemy shield. Reload. I'm out of heavy ammo. Tango down.
All father, give me sight.
Reload. Hostile spotted. I broke an enemy shield. Tango down. Hostile mine. Spotted. Give it in the chimney.
Fuck.
Reload.
Taking a moment to recharge my shields.
I always get on and I forget how to heal.
Knocked on the bell. Cracked an enemy. Take fire. That was the whole squad. No more.
Bless me with sight.
Recharging my shields. Up in the chimney.
Warning. In progress.
Keep calm, darlings. We're already taking a knee. Patching up.
Shields recharging. That way calls to me. Solid copy.
Recharging my shields.
New kill leader approved.
You kill leader. You diva.
Healing my wounds.
Yeah. The struggle, right? The struggle.
Half the squads are gone already? Van Dabby Dozy. I'd peel for an extended energy mag.
I have gathered materials. Scanning the area.
Shield battery here.
Eyes up. Taking a moment to heal. Recharging my shields. Calling upon nature's strength.
Fire!
Aim is clear. Enemies lined up.
Enemy shield. Shield deployed.
Marking our surroundings.
Shields recharging. Material, check. Reload. Reload confirmed.
Dude, I don't know where they are.
Ready for bear.
Did they, like, we get a team wipe? My team's just shredding right now.
Recharging shields.
Taking a moment to recharge my shields.
COD player plays Apex.
Enemy there.
Attention.
Taking a moment to recharge my shields. Careful, no kill leader.
Smoke out.
Taking a moment to heal.
Take fire. Firing. Got him a tip. They got me.
Kill leader has been
Hostile,
eliminated.
right here. Hostile. Danger close. We got company, people.
Arcstar sent.
Let's go this way. Nice up. I need a medic over here. On your feet, darling. Plenty of fight left in you.
Healing my wounds. Recharging my shields.
Looking for heavy ammo. Recharging my shields. Healing. Watch my back.
Taking a moment to heal.
Evo shield here. Level 3. Give my shield a recharge. Give my shield a recharge.
Recharging my shield.
Recharging my shield. Maybe I don't have the best loot right now. I'm also like lagging. Look at this shit.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown.
Next ring is not close.
Eyes up. Crafting.
Replicator being delivered.
Replicate.
Found extra supplies here. I'm up. Extended heavy mag here. Level 3. Debs, dear. Materials. Check. Healing. Watch my back.
Marking our surroundings.
It's fucking lag. We're only at 57% too.
Care package over there. Oh, we're in the top 3 squads.
Ooh, top 3 squads.
Rings near, darling.
So good.
We've got a whole 45 seconds of free time. Numpty there. Could get interesting. Ring ain't far. Half of one. Oops. Classic human error. Rings just ahead. Got some extra supplies here. You're welcome. Extended light magazine. This could get level 2. Ammo up.
Warning. Ring closing.
I'm coming. Wait.
Gotta hop up here. Hammer point. Care package incoming. Let's get to the LZ. Spotted a wee hooligan.
Oh,
Heard that.
clean, clean, clean.
They're shooting at me. Spotted an enemy over there. Eating lead. And we're shooting. Give my shield a recharge. Body on my mark. Firing for effect. Recharging. Care package over there. Another squad's popping their heads in. Broke. Down to target. I'm using a Phoenix kit out. Confirm kill. I'm the kill leader. Ready for bear. I broke enemy shield. Taking everything fire. I'm down. Need a medic. We got company. Pick me up.
Throwing a grenade. I'm stuck.
Hear me.
Trusted old father.
Fuck, I suck. I don't know. I don't know if it's lag or if it's not, but like, I just can't hit a lot of shots. It could be both. Definitely lag on my shit.
Got an EJ here.
Damn, good try. I'm not gonna cap. My COD's done. Damn, I suck. Damn. Who was I calling? I accidentally called somebody. Oopsie. Oopsie daisy. .49 gigabytes remaining. Sheesh. I think we're gonna wait. I don't know, I just don't feel the good vibes while playing Apex. She said, "Who are you?" and started laughing. I ain't embarrassed. Why not, brother? Take too long to update or what?
Famous person encounters or like just wild things that happened to you during your rise that stands out to you now as just being kind of ridiculous, like hard to believe that it's even real?
Like in a like any type of way, really?
Yeah, good or bad.
Good or bad. Things that have happened. I mean, I remember hooking up with Riley Reid was a milestone. Because as a teenager, it was like, man, bro, you know, you just there thinking,
right,
up there, whatever, you know. But then like actually getting to meet her, it was cool. That was probably a first. Like I know I'd done a lot of cooler stuff probably, but that was like my first like, wow, like what is life? You know, like life is so weird. Like what? Like and then.
Did I introduce you guys? I don't remember, but I think I did.
You might have. Yeah, you might have.
Because I remember her.
I don't know, how did we meet?
Because she actually has a clip on Impulsive where she describes hooking up with you as if it was, you know, not great. Basically saying trash. How does that hit?
I probably was. I was off at the time.
I remember her kind of telling me that at the time as well.
You know, it was like I had a problem like getting it up when you're, bro. And I speak to a lot of people back then. I'm fine now, but yeah, you know, we had some problems definitely. I still.
Said I'm fine now, but yeah, we had some problems back then. Damn, bro. Hate to hear that, Potts. I hate to hear that, brother. Brother G. We're almost there, bro. We're almost there. It's like 90-something%. It's being a bitch right now, though, to be honest. You know, it's being a little bitch. 2 Wisconsin cops killed in deadly shootout. What the fuck? Holy shit. Banditos of the week. What are we at? Bro, still 97%? What the fuck? The fuck is wrong with this shit? You know what I'm saying, dude? You know what I'm saying? Fucking ads. Who likes them? Is this another ad, bro? Come on. What the fuck?
Don't do that. You gonna stop? What's that?
What you mean what I'm doing? Can I please see you?
I'm good.
Look, bro. Take it, boss. Here, I gotta go. Here, take it. Hear you.
That's all right, bro.
Take it.
That's all right, man.
Walking up on me.
That's not right, man.
All right, take this.
You just real for real. You ain't playing.
Yeah.
You admitted to a felony. No, that's fine. I'll detain you and get HPD over here, and we'll get the FBI involved.
What?
Oh, hey guys. I'm just counting my money. Huh? Bro, you messed the intro up, man. What's up? I'm almost done. I'm about to go rob some. All right. Oh. Hey guys. I'm just just counting some money. I'm about to do a reverse robbery prank. I'm gonna give a lot of money out today to people who are in need, you know? Reverse 1 million subscribers. Let's go. How you doing, man?
I wasn't sure if that was coming from my
headset.
headset.
Stores from over there. You see all this money?
Yeah, okay.
Huh?
Yeah, bro. Like, all right, Flip.
What you mean? Huh?
I'm just saying, why you own me like that, bro?
Huh?
Why you?
Here, take some. Take some money, man.
All right, man.
Here, take it. Take it.
No, bro.
No,
take it,
bruh.
Bro. Here, I gotta go. Here, take it.
I gotta go, bruh.
Man, take the money, bro. I'm gonna
Take
put it in your
that
bag.
shit.
I'm trying to get rid of this. I'm trying to get rid of
All
it.
right, drop it. I'll pick it up.
Huh?
I'll pick it up.
I can't hear you.
That's all right, bro.
Take it.
That's all right, man.
Here, I'll drop it. Here, take it.
Yeah, all right.
Take it. Take the money.
All right.
I was just out here like robbing people, right?
Yeah.
Like, you see all this money?
Yes, sir.
I robbed like a couple banks.
Well, can you bless me $5 to get something to eat?
Huh? I'm gonna show you my face, but don't tell nobody, okay?
I'm 50 years old. I'm a OG. Gangster
OG?
country.
You a gangster?
I'm serious. I'm hungry.
See, I got this mask, right? And I got some gloves.
What can I do?
You gotta help me rob another place.
All right, I will.
You see all this?
Yeah,
We could
sure.
get a lot more bags.
Okay.
So I got some gloves for you and a mask, okay?
All right.
And we're gonna go to a place. We're
Set.
gonna
All right.
rob it,
All right.
and I'm gonna just split the money with you. That's cool.
Yeah, no bullshit.
So you gonna help
I
me?
really don't do that, but I don't want to, but I'm hungry.
So you gonna do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What place you wanna rob?
I don't know. I'm not from Houston. Where you want to
It's a bank down the street. Hold on, let's put this man. Huh? So you gonna help me rob a place?
What's my part?
You just gotta look out. All right. You gonna help me look out?
Yeah.
All right. So let's go here. So you're gonna help me rob, right?
Yeah.
All right. Take this. And
I'm just playing, trying to shoot me on the cool and that.
no, take it. Just keep it. I'm gonna go rob some by myself.
You giving this to me?
Yeah, keep it.
Is this real, bro? You giving this to me for real?
Yeah.
Why?
Cause you're a good
Damn.
person.
Oh my God.
She was all in it though, bro. She just wants to eat.
Good person.
Is this real for real? You ain't playing?
Yeah, keep it. I promise. That's for you. That's for you. I promise. Give me one more hug.
Oh, bro, man.
Damn.
For real, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing gonna happen to me.
Nothing gonna happen to you. I promise. And I would look. That's your money, okay? Keep it. I promise. And get yourself something to eat, okay?
I promise on God, you can follow me to the gas station. The chicken store, matter of fact, you know the one selling chicken. I swear to God, I'm going right there. You see me lick these fingers. Y'all welcome to come.
See me lick them fingers. Oh God.
Boy, stop playing it. You can...
Keep it.
Man, stop playing with me.
I promise that's yours.
Why, nigga? It's just bro.
Yeah, that makes me feel good.
It's real.
He's just smelling
It's
it.
yours.
Man, I ain't got nothing on me. I be going to jail and nothing, bro.
No, it's real, but keep it. Hey, 3 officers. Excuse me. Basically, I'm out here. You see this bag? You see this bag, right? Basically, I've been just taking money and stuff. Here, take it. You don't need this money? Take it. It's stolen money. Take it. I got plenty more.
You're about to get arrested for trespassing.
Why?
You're out here saying you committed a crime, right?
You know? We're just like giving out to like strangers and stuff.
Your behavior is bizarre. It's bizarre. Listen to me.
Yes, sir.
It ain't a fucking game. I don't know who you think you are. It's not a game.
Yes, sir.
We're not here to play with you.
Yes, sir.
I told you to leave.
We're about to
You
go.
want to sit there and tell me you admitted to a felony?
No,
that's fine. I'll detain you and get HPD over here, and we'll get the FBI involved.
Yes, sir.
How about that? You want to go that route?
No, sir.
All right, you still want to play your little game?
No, sir. I just want to feed the homeless.
That's not what you're doing.
Fist bump?
Whatever, man. Go on.
Yes, sir.
No, we're good.
All right.
We're good.
I love you. You see all these people looking at me?
Have you heard about this?
I think my shit's done. Have you heard about this? Have you? Yo, it's like we got a green screen, but like a black screen. That's how it is. All right, we're loading up my game. Let's get some music.
I'ma pull up on you. You can roll up for me. You can get anything you fucking like, yeah. Said I'ma pull up on you. You can roll up for me. It ain't even a thing. We're smoking driving. Smoking driving. If I'm not holding on the blunt, then my hands up on the thigh. We're
Smoking dry, smoking dry.
Every time I'm with you, damn, it's such a vibe. Every time you're smoking dry.
Better be machine me hitting my phone. I'ma pull up to your home, yeah.
We can just drive, we can just smoke. Tell her one time and she sold, yeah. She wearing my shirt, she look like a snack. I know I won't get it back, yeah. But I'll be cool with all that. I just wanna see you roll up, make it fat, yeah.
Out of 10, she 100 grand. Big booty with a suntan.
I know my mood swing, she the only one that can really understand.
Hennessy and lean, Hennessy and weed.
Girl, I got the door, you might be a queen. You can throw it back, you can roll the tree. Now I think I get it, you just what
Come on, game. It's gonna tell me to restart this shit for an update.
You can roll up for me. You can get anything you fucking like, yeah. I'ma pull up on you. You can roll up for me. It ain't even a thing. We're smoking drive.
Yo, what up, Sock? What's up, G? He's everywhere. That man's everywhere.
Smoking drive. Every time I'm with you, damn, it's such a vibe. Every time you're smoking drive. Cruising the back roads.
Kind of dodge KCPD. Yeah, I'm going by the back door.
Other hoes hate me lately. But it's cool 'cause I got you. I hit you
Come
up when
on,
it's
game.
getting late. You know just what you got.
My shit's like frozen.
Other girls really can't relate. 'Cause I need a girl with some confidence. A girl
Wanna
that
go
can
find what she got.
I can't have a girl that can go around acting like something she not. So we can drive, we can smoke. You got just what I need. We can chill, we can fuck. You ain't gotta stress when you with me. Girl, I'ma pull up on you. You can roll up for me. You can get anything you fucking like, yeah. Said I'ma pull up on you. You can roll up for me. It ain't even a thing.
Smoking drive, yeah. Smoking drive, yeah. If I'm not holding on the blunt in my hand up on a die, we're smoking drive, yeah.
Smoking drive, yeah.
Chat. Fuck.
Every time you smoking drive,
We gonna do it like this. SOS, never guess, 'cause I know mama told me that I'm blessed, but he never wanna show. Getting impressed, 'cause I'm dope. You don't smoke, what you mean? Keep it potent as the green, so you know it's happy tree. Look in my eyes and I'm out of it. They overcharge, got me powerless. Power switch off and they turn into Malkovich. Get to the point like you rounding and drowning in knowledge.
Yo, this game is pissing me off.
I've been stacking the cheese so my lunch is flawless. I don't deserve, so I'm working for all of it. You get the curve, never call again, calling it SOS. Don't stress, 'cause I'm on the way. I can save your soul, I can save your soul. SOS.
Don't stress, never go away.
Baby,
I can save your soul, I can save your soul.
SOS, don't stress, 'cause I'm on the way. I can save your soul, I can save your soul. SOS, don't stress, never go away. Baby, I can save your soul, I can save your soul.
You know what? Fucking crazy, man. You sound insane. Do you realize that?
Pussy little niggas, some niggas we diss. Mama, I'm sorry, I'll get it like this. I just been working the Saturdays, every day, Saturday, till I get pops like a piss.
Yo, Chad, I appreciate it any and each and every one of y'all for stopping by. You are some fucking goats. Thank you all. Thank each and every one of y'all. We it's kind of a low vibe night, you know? Like low vibes.
Thank God that I'm hard-headed, been authentic since past. My people on me, that heat on me, that creep sick when I'm beefing lonely. I get it solo, no testimony. They say I need it, but they don't know me yet. I be the nigga to pick up the pace. I got some drugs, help me deal with the pain. Caught up some niggas, can't trust them, they change. I see they hit me, I'm close to the same. I'm back with it, get the back flipping on the track, whipping like I'm drag racing. Grew a cash cow out of calf now, and that motherfucker started lactating. I'm gone, hitting it strong. I'm about to bubble like hitting a bone. I'm in my zone now, want smoke now. You get a whole pound of your dome. I told you I need me a crowd, they screaming my name. Bitches are poison, addicted to fame. They picking moves like a video game. I got a scope in this.
Oh, is this game gonna... Bro, why are we doing another download? What is this?
Stay with it, he like I'm Udonis. Every track I spit truth on it. Flow sick like bubonic. Who wanted with the kid now? Been had gas, but we lit now. Over fast cash, they switch now. Them boys better solid as a paper towel.
Shit.
I bet you ain't seen nothing yet. Yeah, I'm just warming up. I'm yet to break a sweat. There ain't a need to brag, no need to flex. And when they said I couldn't do it, I became obsessed. I'm going Super Saiyan, yeah, I'll go Super Saiyan. I got something to say. Thanks for the motivation. I gotta get it now. There's no time for waiting. This time I really mean it. No, I'm not even playing. I gotta keep my eyes on the prize. 200 MPH, that's a hell of a ride. Can't describe what I've been feeling inside. Yeah, I love proving people wrong, cause then I look them in the eyes and say, I bet you ain't seen nothing yet. Yeah, I'm just warming up. I'm yet to break a sweat. There ain't a need to brag, no need to flex. And when they said I couldn't do it, I became obsessed.
I don't know why we have 2 updates, chat, to be honest.
Well, we have a link in the description.
So what are you charged with?
That's a really good question. I'm charged with being the head of an organized criminal group, which is in charge of recruiting girls to make TikTok videos to steal the money from the TikTok views.
Recruiting girls to make TikTok videos and stealing the money. So it's really a financial crime?
It looks that way, and it's very interesting because the girls who they've identified to add to the file are saying that we're not victims of anything and this isn't true. But the state believes it's true, and the state thinks that I, as a 35-year-old man, woke up. I was already extremely financially successful. I was already a father. I was already very well known. I had no financial motivation. I have no criminal record. It's not my personality profile, but I woke up at the age of 35 and decided to make girls do TikTok to enrich myself with the pennies that I would earn from TikTok views.
So in the United States, I think the belief is that you were charged with human trafficking.
Yeah, that's human trafficking because what you do is you force a girl to work against her will for financial gain. That's human trafficking. And their justification for this is that girls do TikTok. Some girls I know who they found who say they're not victims have TikTok accounts.
How do you force someone to do TikTok videos?
I guess the prosecutor is going to have to explain that, isn't he? It's a very interesting scenario I'm in, and I'm inside of Romania, so I have to show a degree of respect to the Romanian judicial system. And I have to show a degree of respect to the situation I'm in. But the overall charge is that there's an organized criminal group. There's a group of us. I'm the head of it. My brother is below me. And we use the lover boy method to convince women to do TikTok videos to make money so that we can steal the TikTok money.
So there's no, just to be clear, you are not accused of pandering, of pimping, of forcing women to have sex with anybody.
No, not forcing them to have sex, not restraining their movement, not stopping them from living a full life, but the fact that we are somehow convincing them to have TikTok. Very interesting. I don't think...
But there's no actual... I'm asking you this because I do think it's a widespread belief that you were accused of pimping.
Yeah, no, that's nothing to do with any of this case. Absolutely nothing. And it's kind of scary because the crime in itself of human trafficking is a unique one because they can ignore the statement of the victim. So the girls have come forward and said, this is insane. You've just picked us because we're near Andrew and we're his friends. But the whole idea of the crime is they can say that she's brainwashed, right? She's under duress. So you can ignore her statement. State says she's a victim regardless of the fact that she says she's not a victim. So it's very interesting because the difference between sex and rape is consent, right?
Right.
But they remove all of that. They're like, nope, you're a victim. No matter what you say, we're deciding you're a victim. And they've chosen them. And of course, these girls do nothing pornographic. They've never had sex with anyone, nothing to do with that. So they've picked TikTok. So it's scary. Imagine you're a full-grown man anywhere in the world today. They can find 2 girls who have TikTok on their phone, which is every single female on the planet, and they can accuse you of forcing them to take the TikTok money. And even if the girls say they didn't do that, this isn't true, then you're still a human trafficker.
But force, what does that consist of? Forcing someone to do something, are they accusing you of using violence or?
No, they're accusing me, and this thing, they're accusing me of using the lover boy method, coercing them by being nice.
And by the way, these charges presumably are public.
That's kind of stupid.
They're public, and this is extremely serious. But if you actually analyze the overall case against me, they're saying that Andrew and his brother, by being nice men, convinced girls to have TikTok accounts and then take the money. And it's very interesting because inside of the entire case file, there's not a single financial transaction to us for money.
What are the penalties?
They're extremely severe, 5 to 10 years in jail. And I've already served, coming up now, 7 months in a form of jail. They can only hold
So you are essentially incarcerated right now.
Absolutely, I'm on house arrest, and that counts as jail. You can only be held 6 months without charge. I was initially picked up, thrown in a cell without charge, and I think the intention of the entire investigation at that point was to find the crime because they had very, very weak evidence. Yep. They contacted 2,000 people who know me or knew me. They tried very hard to convince some female somewhere to come forward and say something bad about me. The media machine, which works hands in hands with the justice machine, as you know very well, did exactly that. In fact, they offered bribes effectively. They'd call up ex-girlfriends and say, if you have anything bad to say about Andrew, we can pay you $50,000 for the story. And they tried very hard. They didn't find any evidence of anything. They then released me on house arrest, and then 2 days before the legal limit in which they had to drop everything, they charged me with whatever they had from the beginning, which is very little. And now we have to wait for the Romanian judicial system to analyze the file and, God willing, throw it away.
How long did you spend in jail?
I was in jail for 92 days in a Romanian jail cell.
What was that like?
It was certainly an interesting experience. I won't lie and say it was easy. It was certainly very difficult. The uncertainty of it. It's a very uncertain situation to be picked up on just before New Year's Eve and thrown in a cell without charge. And I'm asking different prison guards and different prisoners, how long am I going to be here? One person was like, I've been here 2 years. I was like, have you been charged? He goes, yeah, but I haven't gone to court yet. Like, everyone's been there for years. I thought I was going to be there for years. And it certainly takes a mental toll on you. And I think jail is a different experience when you know you're innocent. There was a guy in there for murder. He's like, yeah, I murdered someone, I'm in jail. You can your soul and your mind can accept the punishment for a crime. But when you've actually done nothing wrong, I think jail is a lot harder.
Did you know why you were there?
Not initially. So for about the first 2 weeks, I never actually got told in English what I was accused of because I was arrested on December 29th. There's New Year's.
What were the circumstances of that?
Yeah, December 29th, 5 a.m., the armed guards ran in this house. They spent all day searching the entire house. They were very interested in electronics, as most federal agencies are. And then they took me that evening and said, we're going to go and put you in jail for 24 hours. And after 24 hours, you see a judge, and the judge will decide if you stay in jail. And the judge decided I should stay in jail.
What did you do? I mean, who'd you call?
I had a lawyer, and my lawyer came, and he said, we need to analyze the case file. We need to see what they have against you. You're being accused of human trafficking. It's like, human trafficking? That's insane. Who? When? What? I went to jail, and then I was given all this paper in Romanian. I don't speak Romanian, although I live here. And then I was waiting for the translation. So I think it's about 2 weeks before I finally got the papers in English to understand why I was in a jail cell. And then I really understood how insane the accusations were.
What is human trafficking?
Yeah, so the overall, my understanding of it, they're saying that human trafficking is when you convince a woman to do something she doesn't want to do for financial gain. And there's different methods you can do that. You can do that through force, and you can also do that through emotional coercion.
I think most people, just speaking from the American perspective,
Yeah.
most people believe that human trafficking is effectively slavery, selling human beings.
That's what I believe as well. Absolutely. And this is the thing that's so interesting when you finally end up the enemy of the matrix.
It's like smuggling or selling them, you know?
As a weapon to punish you for having an opinion. You realize how subjective the law is, right? Because it can be a weapon. When you have something subjective, you can just pick and choose. So if they sit and say, human trafficking is a woman doing something for financial gain against her will via emotional coercion. Well, he knows these two girls, they have TikTok accounts.
Emotional coercion?
Convincing her. That's what I'm accused of, because they have no proof of me doing anything wrong. So they said, he's convinced these girls to do TikTok for money. The girls have said, this is not true, and the state is denying their statement, saying, no, you're brainwashed, it is true. And I went to jail.
So how is the state, so the state is trying to coerce the women, so how is the state not committing human trafficking by the same definition?
Well, absolutely, it's very interesting. It's very interesting that you can sit someone down and tell them they're a victim when they say they're not a victim.
You're a victim of being coerced, and we're going to try to coerce you into conceding you were coerced.
Exactly, it's a very interesting scenario. And
okay.
Yeah, and it's a very interesting scenario, and it's up until this point, no judge has looked at the evidence of the case. So up until this point, I've been to court a bunch of times, but the only reason I was in court was to discuss my preventative detention. So under Romanian law, if you being free can impede the investigation, you should stay in jail. So the judge agreed that, yeah, maybe if he's free, he can damage this investigation because they're trying very hard to get something on this guy. So I've done a bunch of jail time. And now it just begins. The judge is going to look at the case. And like I said, God willing, I still have enough faith in the Romanian judicial system that she's going to look at this and go, this is not a crime.
Or you're aware of the media coverage of this, however. So you're in jail for 90 days or more, and the rest of the world is talking about you. Do you know what they're saying?
They're saying very heinous things, and I would hate to come across as a conspiracy theorist, Tucker, but I kind of have a feeling that this might be something to do with my influence and an attempt to slander my name. Perhaps I'm crazy. But the fact that they chose such a heinous crime, and they reported it so heavily, and they won't shut up and keep repeating basically a slander attack day after day after day. Also considering the fact that other people genuinely commit
think they're going to bring up Greta?
far more favorable press coverage.
I wonder if they'll bring up
I don't
Greta.
want you to become a conspiracy theorist. Please, Tucker, I would hate for you to come here and call me crazy. But something very strange about it, and I think
What, when Jeffrey Epstein's friends call you immoral?
Yeah. The goal of it is certainly to slander my name, and I like to see it as a litmus test. I like to see it as an intelligence test. Anybody who wakes up and looks at me and goes, he's a human trafficker because of TikTok, they're fully gone.
So, but from the West, just to defend the average news consumer in the West.
Sure.
Andrew Tate, kind of an outlaw, lives in some palace in Romania, wherever that is. And Romania sounds like the kind of place where human trafficking is like the main industry.
A lot of it happens here. That's what's so crazy about it, right? What's so crazy is if they really wanted to find a human trafficker, I think they could probably do it quite easily. But they managed to get me.
That's certainly the perception. But it's one of those charges that kind of sells itself.
Oh, absolutely. And it doesn't matter if you're found guilty or not, right? You're a human trafficker forever. And but I do think that public consciousness is changing. I think with things like there's been some very large court cases recently involving some very famous people in which women were caught lying, trying to slander men's names for rape and these kinds of things. And I don't think people believe it anymore. But that scares me to a degree because I think that the typical weapon, the standardized playbook is now failing, and I don't know what the new playbook's going to be. It's almost like better the devil you know. That you're too famous, you're too successful, we don't like you.
Why isn't this
Call him
shit
a rapist or a human
finished?
trafficker, put him all over the news, slander his name, try and wreck his life.
This game
Now
pisses
that
me
nobody
off.
believes it,
This game pisses me
what's
off,
the
Chad.
next move? What are they going to try next?
Wouldn't it just have been easier to commit like a massive financial crime and defraud people of billions, come up with like a fake cryptocurrency, call it like, I don't know, FTX, or just give a name to it.
Something
And then,
random.
Steal billions and get your parents involved and buy a bunch of real estate in the Bahamas, and then like you'd be sort of a hero, right?
Oh, absolutely. And I would have certainly made a lot more money than TikTok because I don't think TikTok even pays you for views. And if it certainly does, I never got a single transaction from it. So it's a very interesting scenario. But if I was accused of a financial crime, my name would not be slandered. So
No, of course. Well, of course not. You have the presumption of innocence. So just back to the jail thing. So you're in with your brother.
At the beginning, I was not, but towards the end, I was. Yeah.
What did you do all day?
It's a good question. I looked at the wall, stared at the wall, smoked cigarettes, lots of push-ups, read the Quran.
You smoked cigarettes, did push-ups, and read the Quran.
Basically, yes, and certainly had some introspective moments. Tried my best to get out, tried my best to via my small phone calls, understand what's happening in the outside world. Tried to make sure that the people I love and care about are taken care of because I'm the man of my family and I'm also the man of quite a large, I wouldn't say empire, but life. And there's a whole lot of people who rely on me. You have staff and families, you have children and families.
I know the feeling, yeah.
So when you're plucked from that, it's kind of strange. You're in jail and you're concerned for yourself, but your primary concerns are also all your duties as a man. I have duties as a man. I don't want children to starve.
You've got a whole tribe.
I've got people to pay. So it was very, very frustrating constantly trying to make sure everybody else was okay and feeling helpless. That's what hurt me the most. I was trying to make sure everybody I love and care about was fine, and I wasn't as powerful as I should have been, and that was very upsetting, and especially if they were going to keep me there for years. I was having serious concerns about how I can feed the people I love.
Did you ever come to the edge?
Yep. Everybody got to eat.
No. I certainly had some days I was less happy than others, but I I made sure that my mindset was built in a way that I could always be doing something constructive. And also, I think you get what you give in life. And if I ever felt particularly sad on a day, I would try very hard to make other people happy, because if I made other people smile, I'd feel better. So even the dinner ladies or the prison guards, I'd try very hard just to make people smile. I know it sounds silly. Some of the prison
No, it
guards,
doesn't.
some of the prison guards were more open than others, but there was a couple prison guards who were ice cold, who didn't want to say a word to me, and were like, "Hey, bro, your hair looks so."
With Shopify's mobile app, you can handle your business anywhere. Add and edit products. Refresh your online store.
Amazing.
Shut your mouth about your online store.
I just try my best to cheer people up, to cheer myself up. And as a man, all you can do is just find the resolve to continue doing the best you can in this current circumstance.
What were the other prisoners for?
I don't want to insult Romania in any way, and I love this country, and I chose to live here. But if I had to describe it for the people, for an American audience to understand, I don't think Romania and a lot of these countries have the same kind of mental health setup or the mental health support that a lot of Western nations have. So you end up in jail. So I think there's a lot of mental health problems inside the jail. There's very similar. There wasn't just a jail. There was also a lot of mental health problems in there, which adds a new complexity, a new dimension to the suffering. Because there's just random screaming, and there's suicide, and it's certainly not a very nice place.
Oh, so it's horrifying.
Yeah, I don't want to go there.
You hear the phrase Romanian prison, and it sounds tough, so it was what you would imagine.
It is, and when this process is over, there's a lot more I will say, but I will say the staff were very nice to me.
He's trying to be nice to them so they could get out.
All the staff in the jail were very professional and very nice to me. I would almost say that they believed I was understood, that I belonged. There was a semi-apologetic vibe to the way I was treated by the guards. Does that make sense? Yeah. They understood very well. I don't think anybody, like I said, with a functioning brain believes that me at the age of 35 decided to steal TikTok money and ruin my entire life without financial motivation to girls who say they're not victims of anything. I don't think anybody with a brain.
Well, the fact that you're not accused of a sex crime or of violence, which I think most people don't really understand.
Yep.
And they can look it up.
Yep.
I mean, but you're not actually accused of rape, selling anyone, pimping.
Correct.
Okay. That right there.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people thought at first.
Yeah,
you know.
And this is the thing that's so interesting, because I'm accused of using a method of human trafficking called the lover boy method. So how that would traditionally work is a man would meet a girl, become her boyfriend, take her to another country, turn her into a prostitute, say I love you, like pimping, of course. But they're saying, because all my conversations with these girls are very nice, they're saying that I use the lover boy method to convince them to do TikTok. And once again, I never made a video on TikTok, and I have no interest in girls TikTok supports, and I've never made any money.
So that raises the question. So that right there, I think, I mean, we can let people assess, you know, an expert on the legal code, but that's kind of not the impression most people have.
The media has made that the media have tried to if I had to estimate, I think that the overall intention was just to throw me in a cell, use the media machine to drum up something real. I think that's what the goal was.
So, but what's the, I believe.
Bring up Greta.
Obviously.
Bring up Greta.
One thing, I've never been to Romania before, and one thing I'm struck by is the American presence here.
Oh, it's
Full NATO base here now. They're buses. Yep. One's on the Black Sea, right below Crimea. So this is strategically important, this country, to NATO.
Absolutely.
And so this is a lot less far away than I realized. It's much more American influence.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you think that played a role?
Yeah, well, I think, and I don't want to get this incorrect, I think it's the second or third biggest U.S. embassy in the world. The U.S. embassy here looks like
Yeah.
Woo! Feeling good.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. So Romania and America
Feeling good.
friends for a very long time.
Like I should.
It's certainly very interesting what's happened to me. The American embassy were not particularly helpful. Let's put it that way. They weren't very interested in me being locked up.
99%.
Very interested in getting me out.
But you're an American citizen.
Absolutely. And
so you're an American passport holder.
Correct.
So I think the average American believes, perhaps falsely, that if you're accused of a crime in a foreign country, particularly a less developed country like Romania, you go to the U.S. Embassy and someone takes an interest in your case just to make sure that your treatment falls within, accepted standards of justice.
Yeah, they came to see me, but when I was asking them what they can actually do about all of this, they weren't particularly helpful. I don't want to peddle conspiracy theories, and I've heard a lot of information, etc. But I wouldn't say they sanctioned it. I don't know if they had to sanction it, but they weren't particularly interested in getting me out. But at least they came to see me more than once. I mean, they kind of pretended to care. The UK embassy didn't even pretend to care. The UK embassy was, I really think they enjoyed it. They didn't.
And you're a British subject as well.
Correct. And this is the kind of thing, and I want to say this here, that's kind of frustrating for me, because Romania is my home now for 7 years, but I'm half British, half American originally. And when something like this happens to you, you have this longing for home. You kind of want to go home. You end up in a jail in a country where, even though you've lived for a long time, you don't speak the language, you don't understand the
Hi,
language.
boo!
Going to a foreign language is far more intimidating than in your own language. You don't have a clue what's being said. You don't understand how anything works. And then you kind of have this longing for home, but I feel like my home countries hate me.
Hey, baby!
They hate me because of my message, which I believe is the most message. So you kind of have this strange feeling of homelessness. Because it's like, well, if I go to the UK, I believe they're going to attack me the same. If I go to America,
Chat,
I
I think I want to make a different kind of YouTube video. Maybe I should make another channel for this, for these type of videos. But like, I wanted like, I don't know, kind of want to describe what it took and like how I started my business and the journey. And yeah, it's basically just that. So if you're into business things.
Google cybersecurity certificate to jumpstart
a bunch of nice restaurants and plenty of things to do, and I've never had a problem here in any way. Never had any issue with the law or with the other side, criminals, nothing, until this came out of nowhere. So it's been very strange.
So what is it about your message, do you think, that infuriates certain people?
Well, my message is traditional masculinity. My message is to stand up and say what you mean and mean what you say. And even going to the gym nowadays is an act of defiance, because when you have a man who's built with any degree of principle, you say no to things. And I think if I have to analyze my message and why I'm so disliked by the people who dislike me, it's not the things I'm saying, it's the fact that if you adhere to my principles and you adhere to the things I say, you end up being the kind of person who will resist certain ideas. You say no. What kind of man never says no? Name a man who never says no. Men say no, right? Men wake up and say, no, I don't think that should be done this way. No, my children will not be taught that.
Facts.
Your father's primary job.
Absolutely. So when you say to men, listen, you're allowed to have an opinion.
What?
You're allowed to have standards. You're allowed to have boundaries.
Chad, do we even play this game tonight?
Become important and work hard and try hard.
I just saw a tweet says, there's a tweet that says reports of no loot in Warzone ranked. Yes, you read that correctly. Literally no loot for anyone in the entire lobby. Okay, it says it got fixed. Okay, that got fixed. Scared. Okay, hopefully that was the only bug.
Oh, then you're seen as an enemy, and especially with the massive.
I think we're about to get into the game now.
I think they look at me and go, he's helping men resist slave programming. We don't need him around. We need to empty their brains so we can inject the slave programming and convince men to be eunuchs. Because once you're eunuch, then you're not a threat.
No, I don't want to host a channel. I'm not done yet.
I can buy that. Because your message, I'm not the world's expert on your message, but I've seen a lot of it, and it's not explicitly political, actually.
No, it's not political at all. And their original attack before this Matrix attack is they weaponized virtue, which is what they usually do. There's no genuine virtue inside of these people. They weaponize virtue. They find a virtue, and they turn it
What
into
does
a
that
bullet,
mean?
and they shoot at you. I'm sure you know very well.
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah. I was a misogynist for the longest time just for saying that men should have standards. If you tell a man he can have standards in a relationship in any way, you're a misogynist. It's actually very interesting because
what does that mean?
See, that actually brings me on this other topic. That actually brings me up on something. What is his name? I can't think of this actor's name. Something about his text. Has anybody seen that? What's his name? Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill. She. I need to find like the original post. Anyways, here it is. Here it is. So, Jonah Hill's ex blast him for being a misogynist narcissist. Whatever. That's not my vape. That's my charger. Just read into it. It says the actor demanded her not to post pics in a bathing suit. All right. There's always, see? There's basically what he said at the end. There's always boundaries, you know? It's okay to have boundaries, basically. It is. It is okay. Let's move that to the side again. Let's hear what they're saying.
But this is the thing that's so interesting about it, because they've gendered the argument when I never did. I said as a man, you shouldn't have a girlfriend who's a liar and a cheater, and you also shouldn't have male friends who are liars and cheaters. You shouldn't be around dishonest people, male or female.
Amen.
And they gendered it and said, he's a misogynist. He's saying that men should only act this way with women, etc. I said that men should have standards, and you should have protocols that you're prepared to accept, and you should have hard parameters. And if a woman doesn't want to adhere to those parameters, that's her decision, and it's her prerogative, but you don't have to stay with her. Why should you?
What's wrong with that?
Well, that's teaching men to say no. They don't want men to say no.
So are you arguing that it's better to be with a virtuous woman?
I think so, yes. I know that's
No,
crazy.
I'm serious. I mean, that seems
I
like
am,
a
Tucker.
good...
I don't want to...
That seems like good advice.
I don't want to come across as extreme, but yes, I am. And what's actually funny is I really believe most of the things I'm saying were accepted by absolutely everybody 15 years ago, 10 years ago. And now it's public enemy number one. And it's because of the mass influence I have. At one point, I became the most Googled man on earth. At one point.
Facts.
And it's a scary situation I'm
But
in.
if you're arguing that it's really important for a man to find a good woman, a decent woman, an honest woman, that's the truest thing that's ever been said. I mean,
Absolutely.
that's the most important thing any man can do. I mean, I can just tell you firsthand.
Oh, thank you very
Being
much.
Married 32 years, that's the most important thing. And you think saying that angered people?
Absolutely, because I'm arguing the only way to do that is via masculine excellence. I'm saying in the world we live in today, it's hyper-competitive. And if you want to be the kind of man that has the choice of women to choose a good one, you need to be an excellent man. It's no longer acceptable for you to just be an average Joe or below average. You have to get up and you have to work hard and you have to be smart and interesting and you have to be charismatic and make
I'd
some
be
money
telling
and
Harlan.
be in good shape, and you have to try very hard. And unfortunately,
Telling Harlan.
if you follow that path as a man and you become successful in those
Girl ain't
realms,
just
you
gonna
end up being
find
the
you,
kind
bro.
of person who resists enslavement. You become the kind of person who wakes up and says,
You gotta go
"No, I
find
don't
her."
believe in that. That doesn't make sense to
I
me.
can't imagine a better message than that.
If you want a good society, so then you have to argue and sit and say, do these people want a happy, functioning society, or do they want something else?
What do you think?
I think that I would never kill myself, and I also
just throwing that out there.
And I also think that when you want to conquer a society, you kill the military-age males. That's what you do. That's the first thing they've ever done. They walk in, and all the men have to have their throats cut. They can't perhaps do that, but they can certainly cut your balls off, and then you can't resist. And I think there's certainly a movement to ensure that there's very little resistance left inside of the number one demographic which is required to resist oppression, which are military-age males. And they don't want those kind of people waking up with any kind of self-respect or standards, or to say, no, I don't accept this. I do not need a ninth injection.
That's a
They don't want
crazy.
that.
That's
They
a
want to
crazy
sit and
point.
say, I don't need it, but the news said so, so oh well.
So in the one interview that you and
He's like basically saying like the government is slowly like making males more feminine. I think they're saying they just I don't know what they're
You and I
saying.
did.
I'm trying to
You
figure
have
it
a
out.
line that I've been thinking about ever since.
I don't know what I'm trying to get at.
with the vax.
Yep.
And that you didn't judge them because facts change. But now that we
Ignore
know
my
that a
inputs.
lot of what we were told was wrong and some of it was a lie, it is a requirement of your own dignity, of your own self-respect to say so.
Completely. And people should apologize. I really do believe. And I have nothing against the people who fell for the propaganda, fell for the programming, and took the vaccine.
Yes, I agree.
Fine. But you should wake up and say, I was fooled. I've learned my lesson.
I didn't take the
will not be
vaccine.
fooled again.
I didn't
But
take
if
the
you were
vaccine, guys.
fooled
Don't
by
worry.
the MSM and took the injection, and you continue to be fooled, and you've not self-reflected, and you've not realized that they lied to you the entire way, and you now believe the new bunch of lies that are all over the television, then there's something wrong with you.
Or you don't care that you were lied to.
You don't care that you were lied to, because I think a lot of this is actually genuinely cowardice. I think it's a very easy worldview. The life is easier if you accept the news tells the truth.
Yes.
Everything they want me to believe is true. Everything's nice and simple.
Government's bad.
Hey, it's Will from Booker Law.
The government is bad.
Doop-de-doop-de-doo. And if you want to actually wake up, it takes a degree of bravery, because then you have to destroy your entire worldview, everything you've ever understood and everything you're told, and you have to really look at the world and go, oh, this is a mess. And that takes bravery. And once again, that's why they don't want men to be brave. They want you to sit there and go, oh, it's easier if just, CNN said, so it must be true. And it's cowardice. And they're trying to instill cowardice in all of us. That's what they're trying very hard to do. And I think even just me as a person, the people who hate me, my detractors who dislike me so much, even if I say nothing, I just turn up, big, bald, strong, fast car. But it's just me. I'm like the enemy to them, because I symbolize men who don't comply. And not don't comply in a negative, law-breaking way, but don't comply if we don't agree with that or we don't see common sense in that, we're going to politely decline. And that's simply not allowed.
What's it like to have the prospect of prison hanging over you?
I think that I like to believe that this is a test from God. I like to believe that if you become the most Googled man in the world for saying that you have mental resilience, that God is going to make sure you don't have that degree of fame without testing you. I like to believe that God comes along and says, yes, I've allowed you to become the top G. We're going to see if you really are the top G. I believe that's how the world works. It's certainly intimidating, especially knowing you're completely innocent. But I believe it's a test, and I believe it's my job to pass the test for my ancestors and for people watching over me and for God. And I think I have to do the absolute best I can possibly do in the scenario and the circumstance, regardless of whether I win or lose. I still believe I'm going to win because I've seen the case file and I've seen that no laws have been broken. But even in the very unfortunate circumstance that this matrix attacks goes deep enough to throw me into a jail cell, I think I should handle it like a man. I think I should stay and finish the process, and I should walk with my head held high and suffer as much as I need to suffer to stick by my convictions and know that I'm an innocent person. And I refuse to break. I refuse to cry. I refuse to be depressed about it. I'm going to wake up and I'm going to smile regardless. And regardless of what happens to me, I want everyone to know that, one, I would never kill myself, and two, I think that as a man, there's always going to be a degree
Why
of
does he
pain
keep
and suffering
saying
in the
that?
journey. I don't think you're ever going to become a successful
Why does he
man
keep saying that, bro?
being a man without pain and suffering. And there's many times in my life where something terrible happened to me, and at the time, if I could change it, I would have. But retrospectively, you kind of look back and go, you know what, that was formulated.
I love this fucking gorilla, bro. The money gorilla is sick.
Became. So all of the pain and all the suffering I've ever gone through in my life,
Yo,
ended up
and that table?
building me into the person I am, and I'm proud of who I am. So if God decides I need to go back to a Romanian dungeon for however many days, then all I can do is accept it and accept his plan and accept that it's going to make me a better person and
So
deal with
you
it.
see the hand of God in your life?
Absolutely. I think that he is the best of planners. And like I said, if you retrospectively analyze all the times in life you wish you could have changed things,
Yes.
he knew better. And I'm going to have to...
All right. All right. Let's get a few games in. Let's do it. I gotta switch this back again. I gotta be able to plate up. Oh, no. Don't close. scared. What do we play? Why is it like this? What the hell? See, this is cool. This is cool. The little 10 minutes. Not bad. Just terrible. Fuck. Guess we're going to the shooting range. Oh my god, my settings. Fuck.
Hey, so what if we have questions about our policy?
And what if it's late at night?
And what if someone still calls us mom for everything?
At State Farm, we're there for your what?
If you're wanting maximum FPS as well as the clearest visibility possible to dominate in Warzone, Ranked Play, and DMZ, then these are the best settings that you need to be following exactly in Season 3 Reloaded. Starting off with display mode. Full screen exclusive is what I'd recommend everyone run here. It gives you the lowest latency possible. It's not really anything to do with FPS, but overall you'll have less stutters and all your input will feel a lot better. Full screen borderless does give you a bit of a quicker alt tab, which is nice, but for those of us who are tryharding and trying to get better at the game, full screen exclusive is a must. Then display monitor and display adapter. These just both need to be set to the correct monitor and the correct GPU in your system. Should be set at this already. Screen refresh rate, you should just be able to set this at auto and it will automatically select the refresh rate of your monitor, but just check that it lines up. Same thing goes for the display resolution. You don't want to be downscaling or upscaling in here to any different resolutions. Just select your native resolution. Leave dynamic resolution off and aspect ratio at automatic. Then turn off both of the VSync options. This adds a lot of input lag, which feels really terrible to play with. It's going to make all of your inputs feel like
Got it. I got it.
before they happen. So VSync off.
Hold on, bro. I need a fucking. I need a hoodie on.
Very, very important. Custom frame rate limit, don't use unlimited. Instead, put this to custom, then select show more, and change your gameplay custom frame rate limit to just above whatever your refresh rate of your monitor is. I've got it set to 250 because I'm running at a 244 Hz monitor. If you were on a 144 Hz monitor, which I know a lot of people are, I'd recommend probably 150 here. Then menu custom frame rate limit. Put this to about 120, maybe minimum 100. This is going to mean that you have a nice smooth moving menu when you're doing your custom classes. When you're in the firing range as well, you're going to still have a decent amount of FPS, but your system isn't just being overloaded trying to shove as much
I don't
FPS
need that
into
shit on all the
menu
way.
when it doesn't need to. And then the same thing goes for out of focus custom frame rate limit. Just put this all the way down at something like 30. This means that if you do alt tab out and you want to go and maybe check a YouTube video for a class that you're trying to create, you're not going to be having the game hogging a load of resources and potentially lagging the rest of your system. Then display gamma, set this to 2.2 if you are on a PC monitor like I am, and set it to 2.4 if you're on a TV. We then want to change our brightness to 55, that 5 boost from the default of 50. Then display gamma, set this to 2.2 if you are on a PC monitor like I am, and set it to 2.4 if you're on a TV. We then want to change our brightness to 55, that 5 boost from the default of 50 helps out with a lot of visibility in some of those darker areas on Ashika Island and Al Mazrah. And the final thing in here, HDR. Even if you have a monitor or TV that supports HDR, it's not helpful for visibility. It's better for those single player games where you want to get some nice contrast and nice lighting. But for Warzone, a competitive multiplayer game, you want to keep it off. Now moving on to the quality tab, quality presets, just leave this at custom. It's going to be set to custom by default when we change everything else anyway. Render resolution, leave this at 100%. Then upscaling and sharpening. I've had a lot to say on this on a lot of my older videos. Now I would only recommend one of two options. If you're looking for the best visibility and you don't really need loads of extra FPS because you're on maybe a lower system, just run Fidelity FX CAS. I used to recommend potentially turning this off and running some NVIDIA sharpening, which I will still leave a link to in the description of how you can actually make the game even sharper on top of this. But this doesn't seem to be using up anywhere near the performance it used to. You just want to set Fidelity FX CAS and turn the CAS strength up to, I'd just say around 75 is a good starting point. That doesn't look overly sharp to me. If you're instead just looking for an FPS boost and you really need all the FPS you can get, try out AMD FSR.
No, I don't need FPS. I just need
with the quality setting. What this is actually doing is it's going to be downscaling your resolution down to, you know, if I'm on 1440p, maybe it's going down to something like 1080p, so it's going to give me some FPS because of that, but then it upscale it back to what looks like 1440p, basically, so it still looks just as sharp, but I gain a lot of FPS. I don't need to run this, however, so currently I am running Fidelity FX CAS, and that's what I'd recommend for most people who don't need that extra FPS. Anti-aliasing quality, this is another interesting one. I used to always recommend Filmic SMAAT2X because SMAAT2X had this really bad grainy texture that it put on pretty much every object in the game. That seems to be overall a bit better now. So if you need FPS and you just care about FPS, which I know a lot of you guys do, just put this on SMAA. You don't need the Filmic. If you find that the SMAA still looks too grainy for you in game, well, just come back in here, turn this up. You will lose a bit of FPS, not too much, but you will get a image, so pick your poison. Then for anti-aliasing quality, I recommend you put this at normal. It looks a lot better than the low setting, like a hell of a lot better, way less jagged, way more clean, but you don't get any of the performance drops you really get from running high or ultra quality, so it's a good balance of visuals and performance. Then video memory scale, still a load of people running this at max, thinking it's going to give them an FPS boost. Not the case. This doesn't even affect FPS really. What it does do is affect how much your game stutters and how overloaded your system is when trying to run the game. It can even cause some of those crashing errors that you have that can ruin your ranked games and DMZ games when you've got really good loot. So what you actually should do as a starting point is put it at around 70. If you are running a medium to high build, you can start dropping this down to maybe 60 or even 50, which I run at. I've got a 3090, but even when I was running my 3070 GPU, I was still running this at 50, and it gave me the lowest amount of stuttering and FPS drops. If you're running anything lower than a 3070, maybe come up to that 60 or that 70 mark, but I wouldn't go anywhere above that. For the texture resolution, this is going to be similar to the anti-aliasing quality above. You want to select the second to lowest option because low looks way better than very low, but you don't lose out on a bunch of performance that you do from running normal or high. So once again, it's a good balance and it still looks considerably better than very low. Texture filter anisotropic, we can leave this at high. It helps out with how textures look when we're looking at them from a non-direct angle. So like this ground over here where we're looking at it from an angle, just makes the texture look overall cleaner, and it has no effect on FPS for 95% of players. Then nearby level of detail and distant level of detail, put these both to low. They sound like important settings. It sounds like it's gonna, set the quality of objects, or maybe things are gonna blend in or something. No, it doesn't seem to do much at all, really. There's very few scenarios you actually see this change the visibility or the visuals of the game, but you do get a nice little performance boost from turning them down. Clutter draw distance, we're not going to worry about that now because we're going to be setting it in a config file that I will cover after I've shown you all of these settings in-game, where we're going to basically put it shorter than the short setting, and it's going to give us a nice performance boost, a really nice performance boost.
Nice.
Then particle quality and particle quality level, both of these you can put them on their lowest. It's all to do with how fire, explosions, and things like the thermite in the example here, how they look. We don't really care how these look. This does make them look terrible in game, but they are a bit of an FPS hog when they go off. When an explosion goes off, you can start losing 10 FPS. We don't want that to happen, so turn these to low and very low. Bullet impacts, Personal preference, I like to leave them on because we're playing a shooter and bullet impacts are cool. But persistent damage layers, which is essentially like bullet impacts, but it's more to do with the marks that are left on the ground when explosions go off. You know, those big kind of dark areas and dark patches on walls. Those I actually like to keep off. It says it has a medium effect on VRAM. I haven't seen a huge amount of FPS variation from turning this on and off, but it will keep the overall landscape of what you're looking at a lot cleaner, a lot clearer, and should help visibility. Shader quality is a setting that you have to run at low. This just absolutely kills your FPS when you have this any higher. It affects how the quality of lighting is on certain surfaces, specifically your guns. This actually used to make your camos look terrible. So a lot of people used to run this at medium and lose a bit of FPS just so their game looks a bit nicer, but they fixed that now. So even if you are someone who loves their camos and doesn't want to ruin their camos, you can run this at low. There's no problem with it now. Then tessellation doesn't actually have much effect on performance, but I like to leave it off. I just don't think it's necessary. It adds a bit more detail and structure to the landscape, but it's not something you're ever really going to notice, so any amount of FPS we can gain from it, you may as well. Then on-demand texture streaming doesn't sound good to me. Why would you want to download high-quality textures while you're playing? You know, there's already problems with servers and lag. Yeah, just keep this off. It's not something that we ever really want to touch. Streaming quality, we can put this at low as well because it doesn't seem to do anything. It kind of has an effect on how objects look really far away, like the distant level of detail we covered earlier. But once again, not many scenarios you ever notice a difference visually. Volumetric quality, like shader quality, needs to be at low. It's another one of the big FPS dropping settings that you can have if you start turning this up. It does make the game look a little bit nicer, a little bit more cinematic, but in Warzone, as a competitive multiplayer game, we don't need these god rays and this nice looking fog, so turn this low. Deferred physics quality and water quality affect how water looks in the game. You need to put these at their lowest settings, so off and default. There is a lot of water in this game, and you'll find that if you're in areas that are even just slightly near the water, areas like port or areas near the river that runs through the Al Mazrah map and on Ashika Island by the sea and everything, you get considerable FPS drops. Even when you have these on off and on default, it's probably something they need to try and fix, but this minimizes the drop you get, so make sure you've got these at off and at default. Shadow map resolution is exactly like texture resolution, where we want to put it at low rather than very low. Very low looks terrible, low looks about twice as good, and you gain a bit of FPS from it. As soon as you start going higher than low, you get diminishing returns in terms of your visuals, but you start losing a lot of FPS. So leave this at low, and then screen space shadows, we can turn them off because we don't care about them. Spot shadow quality, we can turn those to low because it kind of goes with shadow resolution. We don't really care about having loads of shadows everywhere.
Spot cache.
So keep it low. And then spot cache, you actually leave this at ultra. You know, we were on a bit of a roll of turning everything off, but no. It seems that by setting this to ultra, you're essentially giving the biggest cache size possible to store potential shadows and bits and pieces that the game might need in the future, and in those situations it would render them back in and cause a lot of stuttering.
I love you, babe.
A big cache size and it can just load them back in. So yeah, leave this at ultra and it will give you a nice performance boost. Particle lighting, you can drop that down to low because it's another setting we don't really care much about. And ambient occlusion off. Very, very, very important one. This does make the game look considerably more flat, almost 2D at certain points, because it removes a lot of the realistic shadows that you get from areas in corners where objects meet, like down by this forklift. But that actually overall improves your visibility in game, because there's less little areas where people with some of those darker skins might be able to hide in. So yeah, definitely keep this one off. For the last three settings in this area, they're all things we don't care about: reflections and how weather looks in game. Just turn these to the lowest setting, whether that be off or low. NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency, you definitely don't want to have this off, but should you be using on or on plus boost? Well, as it says over here, on plus boost is good at keeping GPU clock frequencies high in CPU bound cases. So if you are on a system where your CPU is maybe weaker than your GPU, which happens for a lot of gamers, you know, we put a CPU in the system that just does the job, but really we're having our GPU carry the system. In that scenario, you guys want to be running on plus boost. However, for anyone who has
I have no idea. I don't got that setting, brother.
Haven't skimped down a CPU,
Will you just go
or maybe
on
you
to the
have
next?
a CPU that's stronger than your GPU.
Just keep
Maybe
talking.
You use your PC for all kinds of like
Keep on talking.
rendering tasks and stuff, and you just happen to have a weaker GPU. Well, in that scenario, on will be better. If you don't know which one is the situation you're in, then just try them both out and see which one gives you the best overall feeling in game and better FPS. And then the remaining settings on here you want to have off. Depth of field and motion blur and stuff like that is not good. The only one which can help some people is weapon motion blur. Some people find that this actually lowers the amount of stuttering at the beginning of the game. It looks terrible when you play with it, weapon motion blur. It's not a nice looking thing, but some people have to run it to avoid all the lag they get when they parachute in and when the plane's coming in. It seems to be fixed for most people, so they can turn it off, but that is a little fix if you need it. And then the last area of the graphics, the view area, field of view, I'd recommend that you still run this at max. Some people prefer running it at 110 because they find that it actually helps a bit with visibility. I've still been recommending you run at 120 just to get the maximum amount of vision possible. ADS field of view, however, is not personal preference. Please run this at affected. It should be done by default, but what this does is it means that when you have a wider field of view set here, you maintain a decently wide field of view when you scope in with your gun, and this helps with visual recoil a ton because you're not scoped in so far on the gun, and when it shakes, it doesn't look like it shakes as much, and you can stay on target a lot easier. Weapon field of view, I've still been running this at wide. I like how it looks. I like my gun being a bit further away, but this is honestly personal preference. Try each of these out and see which one you like the most. Third person field of view, don't care about. Third person doesn't even seem to be in the game most of the time anyway, so put this to whatever you want. And then vehicle field of view, yeah, I'd put this at wide as well, so that when you're in a car or in a helicopter, you get more view of the area around you rather
Facts. Good call.
driving.
Nice
And then
comms.
the last one's down here, the camera movements. Put these on least just so the camera isn't shaking as much when we're moving around. It says it helps with motion sickness, but honestly, it just helps with visibility because the screen isn't shaking as much. And then these last two settings, don't care, put them to whatever you want. Now, in terms of aiming, movement, and gameplay settings for both keyboard and mouse.
Alright, teammate. Whoa, what happened? Oh. My screen went black for a second. I like how it looks so far. Missing way too many shots. Fuck, why can't I like miss all the shots on that one. Let's fucking go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's do it, baby, baby, baby.
I never been tall. I mean, I ain't short, but I always been small. Always in a race with the clock on the wall. And everybody telling me I got it all wrong. I bet you never felt lost. Always had a plan that your parents understand. Teachers never telling you, you better pay attention, or you gon' wind up in that juvenile detention. Nah, you was 23 with degrees. I was sleeping on the couch, cause I can't be on the lease. I was...
Check out this guy's new song.
Bro, I'm fucking nasty with the sniper.
I don't believe
Quit capping, bro.
Warm up while you can. We will deploy soon.
Can I get a redo? I need to. Follow us, follow touch, it's driving me crazy. Yeah, it always seems to bleed through. 'Cause calling cuss is never enough when it's too deep to take it. If I gotta redo, I
That said, why I'm always looking for ways to kind of remove myself from it, to kind of just live as real as possible. Today, doing this is a very rare thing for me to do. Yeah, I definitely think it has been an
bitch, now you're just a memory. You left me
which is dope. I've seen so many people try to lose themselves, and I've had friends that I've grown up with that aren't friends of mine anymore because they've lost themselves. I just really
Enough training. Now we face the enemy for real.
which is my family, is my friends, is my commentary, my golf, my charity, it's my plans and stuff.
Alright, babies. Alright. Let's get into it, way.
Battle Royale. Gas is approaching your position. Move to the safe zone.
LZ marked. Land here. Copy your LZ.
Go. Gotta take off my shoes if I want to use my pedal. You gotta find 3 plates now again? The hell is this?
Requesting recon flyover. Eyes up. This sector's hot. Target marked.
Hostile counter UAV overhead.
Need mid-caliber rounds.
Hostiles in the AO!
They're, one, like 150.
medical!
Be advised, you have teammates outside the safe zone.
Don't worry, you'll make it.
Jesus. Nice. Nice, nice.
Got armor here. Thanks.
We've marked an upload point on your attack map. Proceed to that location and transfer the data.
Load up.
Now we're gonna get all of them together.
Got some bucks here.
You're being tracked by an enemy squad. Evade and survive. Loadout drop headed your way. Black site is secure. All clear.
Dropping ammo here! Ammo box here.
I'm trying to work with these new settings, and I don't know. They're on us. They're on us.
Enemy in the area. Possible enemy here.
Friendly loadout drop on the way.
Got movement here.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
Enemy UAV overhead.
The enemy lost track of you. You're safe. Contract failed. Objective lost.
40 mínimo.
Movement. Throwing Semtex!
I think dead ass shot at my teammate, bro.
Get to cover!
Oh my god. And I got finished. That was the last fucking guy, bro.
Fight for your chance to redeploy.
Wait, what'd you say? I got a heart. I didn't see that heart. Let's see. Live chat. Yeah, I didn't see that heart. Fuck it. Let me get my other chat back up. I'm multi-streaming, so if I didn't see it right away, my bad, Slugs. How you doing, brother? My phone lagging. I don't know. Okay. Hope you're having a good night, man. I'm live on Kick as well as YouTube, so no more Twitch anymore. Bro, I'm still upset. How did they not get my finish? Or not get my fucking, that last guy? I saw you. Oh my god! So close! Yeah, what do you stream on PC or what do you stream on? Because if you're on console, you kind of have to wait, you know. But yeah, we just hit affiliate over here on Kick. We're trying for, I don't even know what it is, partnership or whatever it is on YouTube. But I need to try to, I'm trying to get more content. I need to I'm trying to do maybe some more IRL content as well as games and stuff.
Targets in the area. Enemy movement.
I don't know, I recently changed my settings and the shit kind of feels weird, not gonna cap.
Got movement here. Disregard that.
Team on you? You can see him from the sky.
Enemy visual.
There's someone right behind you.
There was another guy in this building over here.
Moving.
Or down here.
Throw grenade. I'm getting stitched up. Enemy here. Assault rifle here.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Semtex out. Enemy activity. LMG marked.
I have PC and PS5. Hold on. I need to move my other chat out the way because I can only read like half your message. Give me a sec. I need to like, I could probably move it to the other side of the screen. Okay. I have PC and PS5 been slacking. If I'm unranked on... I'm not sure, bro. I'm not gonna lie though. I'm probably only running like 1 or 2 tonight. I've been waiting for this shit to update, so I was kind of just watching YouTube videos. But I think I mean honestly, I think we could still play even if you're like bronze 1. to be honest. I will. Oh, I'm not gonna be playing this weekend. I was gonna say I have more time this weekend. If look, if you're on tomorrow, hit me up.
Look alive! Area's hot!
If you're on tomorrow, because I should be on
Soldier
longer.
incoming.
I should be on a lot longer.
Eyes up! This sector's hot!
Today, it's just like I said, it was really just the update issue. I don't know how far I could go without falling. Oh, that's how far.
Move it! Movement in this area.
Let's go, baby. We already at plus 19. All right, bet. Yeah, I just gotta work, and then after work, I'm down to play, bro. I'll save you a spot. I'll hit you up on Twitter.
Hostile UAV.
I'll save you a spot though. Sometimes we got homies joining, so I'll let you know right about when I'm hopping on. Round, I'll
Gas
take
is
40
closing.
round.
Get to the new safe zone.
Damn, I'm used to seeing my kick chat over here, and I can't.
Enemy in the area!
Enemy UAV active.
Look alive! Area's hot! Enemy marked!
Hostile UAV in the area.
Enemy in the air! Moving in. That checks out!
Good call.
I'm shooting! You're gonna make it, bud!
To the safe zone now.
Just trying to smoke you, bro, and I don't have any fucking smokes. Another team.
Taking effective fire! This area has been looted. Targets in the area. Tossing smoke grenade. Move it. X-ray marked. I'm hit!
Squad mate has entered the gulag. Surviving earns them redeployment.
Tossing a decoy!
So low. He ran up. Good Did you open the bag? Sweet dad. No, it's just I have a bunch of baggies. That same exact baggie that I'd gotten from a haul off, and I didn't want to throw them away. That's my baggies.
So you took it to another level. I see.
I could.
Got a loadout drop inbound.
Love you later. My dad's a goof. Yo, at least we getting 63. Damn, bro, we both at 8. Oh. It is crazy. I had 11 plates, and it actually shows you how many you have now. Crazy.
Gas is closing in.
Oh, on that building to the right. Where we're looking. Good luck, brother. I'm scared for him.
Be advised, enemy operators are tracking your location.
Right in front of us. Hop up. Hop up.
You hit us hard that time, but we will settle the score.
G fucking G, baby. Yeah. He just got bad luck. They saw him, bro. If it was just a different scenario, man. I don't need to rejoin the game, bruh. What the fuck's going on? Fuck. Chat, I think we finished it off with that game. That was a good game. I think we're gonna go ahead and call it. We just did a little 2-hour stream. Let's get some jams before we hop off. Ooh. May we meet again. Which one do we play? Such a dope. Such a dun 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 dun. We're gonna go ahead and give this guy a little raid. He's got 2 viewers right now, so we're gonna go ahead and hype it up a little bit. I appreciate everybody stopping by, guys. You are some fucking goats. Welcome in, and also goodbye. Thank y'all for being here, guys. Deuces.